Hey everyone. So today I want to talk about sleep. I was thinking that we all these days have bad sleep, like we don't go to bed early, we can't wake up early for Fajr, and it's a vicious cycle we all are stuck in. Like it's very much connected that if you can't sleep early, you can't wake up early, and if you can't wake up early, you can't sleep early. So it's a vicious cycle, and today I'm going to tell you how to break that cycle for good. Now, in order to do that, it's actually very simple. People make it complicated. People say go for pills, sleeping pills. People say it's fine. You can wake up at like 7 or 8, or just go to bed at around 11 or 12. Or they say even if you sleep at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, if you can just have 8 hours of sleep, that's good. Today I'm going to debunk all of these myths. Like these all are myths. And the good thing is that we Muslims have a golden treasure like the non-Muslims don't have. So they base stuff on science, like supposedly science, or whatever they are fed to by the system, right? So the whole 8 hour thing, 8 hour sleep thing is a myth. It depends on person to person, body to body. But look at the beauty of Islam. Like in winters, we get to have more sleep because Fajr is at around like 6, right? 6 a.m. But in summers we get less sleep because Fajr is around 4, like 3:30 or 4 a.m. So what does that mean is that our body adapts to the sleep patterns. Like it's not hard and fast rule to have 8 hours of sleep. And when you get to understand the sleep cycles, you'll get to know that you just need maybe sometimes even a couple of hours of sleep will give you a lot of energy, a lot of deep sleep. And it's all about efficiency. You might have seen people who just toss around in their bed like for hours and they're not able to sleep. Technically, they even if they go to bed at 9 or 10 and they wake up at maybe 7 or 8, they were in bed for like 10, 12 hours, right? But the quality of sleep was not there. So wouldn't it be better to be able to sleep for less time but still have all the benefits of sleep that it gives? So if you want to know this thing, just keep listening. uh, so the thing is, the way you hack it is just act on Islam. That's it. It's very simple. For non-Muslims, it's tough. It's because they will be like, okay, where's the logic? How do I do it? But the science tell this, researchers tell this. Screw them. Your first source of knowledge should always be your creator. That's it. Because the thing that comes from the creator will have zero doubt, will have absolute confidence, authority in it. But the thing that comes from humans will have problems and flaws. Let's say, for the sake of argument, capitalism, socialism. These both are man-made system. On the surface, if you are proponent of socialism, you'll see very good points of socialism. But if you are proponent of capitalism, you will see a lot of very good points about capitalism. But at the same time, both are man-made system, both have flaws. So if you look at socialism, you'll be like, hey, it's a great system, there's equality and there's no injustice and everybody is treated equally. On the surface, it sounds very human, like. But the thing is that it's not, because let's just suppose a doctor who saves life, you put it in the same category as a janitor. Like how they are same? They are not same. They are providing different kinds of value, and for that they should be compensated and rewarded equally, because it's injustice to the doctor, right? The same, like the thing about capitalism is you get to earn a lot of money, let's say, right? There's competition and market and demand and all that. But the thing about capitalism is that the greed can take over you. You can be like exploiting other people just to make yourself rich. So both have pros and cons, both are man-made system. The best system is of Islam, right? Just pay zakat. You are not capped on whatever you earn. You can earn as much as you want, but pay zakat. That's it. It's a very simple system. But we humans have a tendency to make everything very complex because we think that it's complex. It's not. Life is very simple. Make it simple. So now coming back to the sleep thing, how do you hack this sleep thing? The way you hack this sleep thing is that you have to go through the burnt. What do I mean by that? So you have to go through one bad day. That's it. So let's say even at the worst, if you even sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning, and let's suppose Fajr is at 4 a.m. So you just have 2 hours of sleep. That's it. You wake up Fajr and you do not sleep. I know that the following day is going to be miserable, right? But just one bad day, and you can even take a nap at around 11 or 12 to have power, right? It's called a power nap or kelula. Now, what will happen is that when you are at 9 or 10 p.m., you will feel sleepy. You sleep at that time, you wake up for Fajr for 4. And that's how you break the vicious cycle of not being able to get up early and not being able to go to sleep early. That's how you break it. It's very simple. You just have to go through one bad day. You just need to be willing to go through one bad day, and that's all it's going to take. One bad day to break this vicious cycle. But people, we are stupid. What we say is like we make all kinds of excuses and say, hey, I cannot wake up early, I cannot go to bed early, and this is bad. And what we do is that we trade one bad day with the life that's bad. We are so stupid. Like, can't we just see we just have to make a good trade, and that God is just testing us with a very small thing. One bad day. Just trade one bad day for the bad life you are having. That's a no-brainer for me. And then just the cherry on the top. The great thing about waking up early is that you'll get, like, everything will get in line. You'll get discipline, number one, right? Those elite of elite people like Rock and Gary Vee and all those billionaires who tell you wake up early, and Robin Sharma talks about 5 a.m. club and all that. Their elite of elite is actually competing with an average Muslim. Let that sink in. We Muslim, it's a no for us to wake up for Fajr. And their elite of elite is saying, hey, wake up early, and their masses are sleeping. Why? Because their masses are sleeping. And this gives them competitive edge. But it cannot give them competitive edge over Muslims, because that's the no for the Muslims. Can't you see? Like, God has blessed us so much. Like, they talk about discipline and conscientiousness, right? This is the most important factor in the success of your life. Conscientiousness. And how do you develop conscientiousness? You pray 5 times a day. That's discipline. You wake up. You, whether you like it or not, you wake up. That's conscientiousness. And they're saying that the most important predictor in life is conscientiousness, or discipline, right? Or like when you're consistent, and that's the most important thing. The universe rewards consistency. The secret of the universe is consistency. Like, even Allah says that if you do a small good thing but you do it every day, Allah loves that. So 5 times prayers is actually very small. You're just taking chunks of your time in 24 hours, and it's mostly equally spaced, so you don't feel burdened, and it's actually good. It's a break from heaven. I think we should avail it. uh, so yeah, coming back to the point that you'll get a lot of good from waking up early. The first is discipline, right? And you will get numerous benefits. For example, we are told as Muslims that the first few hours of Fajr, after Fajr, is actually that's a blessed time. What that means is there's a lot of barakah in it. So if a time would take you, like, let's say 4 or 5 hours to complete, it might take you a couple of hours after Fajr. And what the non-Muslims fail to realize, because they don't have any like source of Quran or Sunnah, they say, oh, wake up early. They just say wake up early. They say it for the sake of discipline. But what they fail to realize is the barakah in that time. And Allah is Rahman Rahim, right? He's Rahman. He's not only Rahman for the Muslims, but He's also Rahman for the non-Muslims. That's what what Rahman means. So if you put, let's say, food in mouths of a Muslim and non-Muslim, it will have equal benefits. If you put poison in both mouths, it will have equal flaw, right? So Allah is Rahman. He, like, even the laws of the universe are same. And what they fail to see is actually the barakah. There's a barakah in that time. That's why they're getting ahead of the masses. So long story short, if you want to break the cycle of vicious cycle of waking up early, not being able to wake up early, and not being able to go to bed early. You just have to put this one simple solution, and that is just have one bad day. That's it. Even if you sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning, just wake up at 4 a.m. The following day is going to be miserable, but just go through it, just go through the motions. We all are strong, capable people, and I think we all can handle one bad day. We have lots of bad days in our lives, right? Can't we just take one bad day for the creator, right? So, and we will be equally rewarded. We will be not equally, we will be rewarded beyond our wildest imagination. So uh, that's that. If you want to break the cycle, sleep on time, get up early, and just crush your goals. Best of luck.